Best hunter.
Hello. Welcome. Okay, I see a lot of people are confused on how to install the whole Shad PS4, which what do you read the description? Read the description. I don't understand why you guys have such an issue reading the description. That's besides the point. I'm going to be showing you guys the best patches you guys can use and also where to get other versions of Shad PS4. One of the first mods I recommend to everyone is, of course, the Vertex explosion fix. It does disable your face customization, so I recommend downloading a mod launcher, which you can find within Nexus Mods, and they will give you a full tutorial on how to do that. I already have a mod organizer already, so I don't need to do this, but please make sure you don't, no matter what you do not replace the files in Bloodborne. Because that means if you deleted your PKG, then that means that you will not be able to get back your face customization once this problem is fixed. So don't follow these people. Don't do it without the mod manager, please. Now, the second mod is for the people that want to play on PC. This is mouse and keyboard controls by Nirai. It's like a bunch of numbers in his name. Okay. But yes, this is just a standalone application that you can launch. It is safe. I use it all the time. That's what I used in my videos that I'm uploading. And it's very, very user-friendly, very easy to use. That's all you really need to know about it. Just make sure you download it. Make sure you follow the installation. Make sure you download all the required stuff. If you're on Windows 10, download the Windows 10 version. Very self-explanatory. And the next one is the SFX fix for Intel 12th Gen. This is only for people that are on 12th Gen Intel CPUs and up. I'm on an Intel CPU, but I'm only on 10th gen, so I don't get this problem. AMD, you guys there's no issues. If there was an issue, then you guys would have a mod fix as well. Clearly, you guys don't. So you can rest assured that your AMD computer is fine. I look forward to actually owning an AMD CPU because it's really good. And then the last one, which is optional, you do not need this. You don't need this at all. So you can skip this part and just go straight to what part where you need to download certain stuff from. So this is Bloodborne Enhanced. It allows you to refight bosses. If you are tired of going through the entire game over and over and over again, and you just want to fight the bosses, if you look here, you can obviously see that they're refighting a lot of bosses, getting a lot of weapons that you aren't usually able to get, getting special weapons that restored weapons that you aren't able to get either. You can customize your character from the lantern, and there's plenty of stuff that you guys can do here. You can also still make it a vanilla experience, but you have the option of changing the moon cycles as well. If you want to take pictures and other stuff like that, this helps a lot. I use this a lot in my videos. Here is the home of Shad PS4. This is where you're going to be downloading the main versions. These versions are the most stable, but they don't have as much accessibility when it comes to putting on different types of patches in a tab called the experimental tab. So I recommend not downloading this version and actually downloading the Diego Licks version, which is the one that was just recently added, which was about an hour ago. I recommend you guys download this one instead. There are older versions. As you can see that during the process of the emulator getting updates, there have been a little bit of regressions lately. So I recommend you guys go back to an older version if you want to. If this version works fine for you, you don't get any issues, that's okay. It's different for everybody. But you'll see in that this version doesn't have the ability to install the PKG file. Now I can't, again, I will not provide you guys with a PKG file. I can't do that. Okay. It's illegal, but we don't care. But I recommend that you guys please go find it on your own time, because I'm not going to provide it here at all. You can look in the comments. Maybe somebody might have said something there, but please do not send those links on my video. Please don't do that. All right. But there is another version that is also linked in the description. And this is a Shad PS4 Plus 0.9. Now, I heard that 0.9 is the best version. I disagree. It may have been a particular version that I was on that does not have that greater performance. I recommend you guys download this one because it actually has the ability to use the PKG installer, which was removed in version 0.7, 0.8, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around that version. I don't know why they removed it, but that's where you can do that. You have to download older versions of Shad PS4 in order to use that. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and launch my Shad PS4 really quickly. And this is what you should not have any of this down here. I don't know why it has this down here. Don't worry about that. Once you've found your PKG and you've installed what you needed to install, all you need to do is download the patches and everything. I won't teach you guys how to do the patches here. This is just the best patches for the optimizations and stuff like that. And what I mean by patches is the update, because you need to download the update and then you also need the DLC as well for everything to work properly. All right, so here you go. So this is the cheats and patches. I have a very specific patch. Before I get into the patches, I want to make sure you guys are completely detailed on what I'm doing. So this is the patch that I have installed myself. I installed 2 different patches on the Orbis version and on the Gold Hen version, and then there's a Shad PS4 version. There's 2 versions, and I'll show you guys in a second. So this is the patch that I'm using. All you need to do is download it, replace the your Orbis XML patch for Bloodborne with this version, and I guess I have to show you guys what it is. In order for you guys to be able to actually install the patches, you must know where to go. So you need to go to your Shad PS4 folder, wherever you installed the folder, make sure you go there. I don't know if you might have it all listed like this for me, but if you just stamped everything into one folder, you should already have your PS4 games, which is a folder you're gonna have to create yourself. And you should already have the user folder. Everything else is default. So you wanna click on user, and then you want to go to patches, and then you want to go to, these are copies that I already have of the backups just in case if anything happens. So you'll want to go to your Shad PS4 and replace the Bloodborne there if you want to replace it there, or you can go to your Gold Hen and then go here and then replace Bloodborne-Orbis. Just delete this one, rename it, the new patch that you're going to put in there, and then that's it. That's all you need to do, and then you're good to go. Now that we're back into the patches, I'm going to show you guys what patches I recommend you guys put in. So I don't have anything enabled here because everything is enabled here. See, there's 2 different patches. All right, so you'll need to enable the patch for higher resolutions if you guys want to use higher resolutions, which I'm not actually using. So I should probably just do that. All right, so I have skip intro on. I disable the chromatic aberration. I have motion blur on, but I have it disabled for now because I'm doing some video editing. I don't have any of these on. I disabled the depth of field because that does have a performance cost. I disabled HTTP requests because that gives you a little bit of a performance increase. I have these 2 enabled, which you're supposed to have this on, but it doesn't change anything for me. So I just have 60 FPS with Delta Time version 2, which I'll be wanting to use version 2 because it's actually a superior version of the original version. So yeah. Now I have debug camera and disable VSync for a higher FPS. Yes, you can go on a higher FPS. There were some people in the comments saying that I was using frame generation. Ew, why would I use frame generation? It adds more latency. What's the point of adding more latency to a game with the most latency out of all the PS4 games? All right. Anyway, again, these are all the resolution patches that you guys are able to use. This is a newer version, which actually has a built-in patch for the 12th gen SFX workaround, but I think this isn't, I don't think this is the one from Nexus mods. I don't know, but if you guys want to use it, use it. Task split patch, performance increase. Actually, I should have that on as well because that does increase performance. And then the next thing you'll also need to do is go into your settings, wait for that to pop up. This isn't very important when it comes to FPS, but this is very important. So you'll need to enable linear image readbacks, and you'll also need to turn on fast readbacks and also mess around with your memory allocation. So if you download an older version, you'll see the options of low, medium, high, and max. just go for medium. Most people are not playing in 4K. If you're playing in 4K, go for high. If you're playing in 1080p, just go with medium, which is the default. So you don't need to change it. Fast readbacks will be disabled by default, and you can go here and change it to fast. Fast readbacks increases the performance. That's it. Your performance is better. I remember in at least older versions, you needed to have fast readbacks on to actually have a performance increase. But now I can disable fast readbacks and have good performance. But usually fast readbacks has a little more consistency than the other ones. So after that, all you'll really need to do is, of course, launch your controller application. If you're using if you want to play on mouse and keyboard, click play. If this pops up, start attached, the normal start will just start it. And if your game crashes, you have to relaunch Shad PS4. I don't like that, so I do detached. If you want to download Reshade, I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that. I just wanted to show you guys a really fast and rough one. So all you need to do is just launch the game, make a new character. Of course, obviously it'll be your first time playing unless you downloaded somebody else's save file, and then bam, there you go. That's it. You're in the game. That's pretty much it. Again, you'll see minor hitches here and there, but this is on PC. This is on PC. You can't, like, I don't know how else to prove that it's on PC or not, but yes. But yeah, but that's about it. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys another time.